Hello friends, welcome back to the conclusion of the 1973 Mets week on Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. We have spent the week doing a replay of the 1973 National League Championship Series to honor the success of the 1973 Mets. We did a book review on Monday about the 73 Mets. You can check that out on my channel. And you can check out games 1 through 4 as well. Now today we are up to game 5, which means this is it. Back in 1973, the League Championship Series were best of 5 affairs. And in this one, in our replay, the Mets won game 1, the Reds won game 2. The Mets won game 3, the Reds won game 4. And so now here we are, game 5. We are at Shea Stadium. It's October 10th, 1973. And we have one injury to report. It's a serious one. Rusty Staub, in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL, separated his shoulder, making a catch, running into the right field wall in Game 4, and would be severely hampered in the World Series defensively. But he was unavailable for Game 5 for this game in the NLCS. So the Mets are going to make a number of moves to compensate for that, and we'll go through those in just a moment when we do the batting orders. The pitching matchup for today is Jack Billingham for the Reds, the right-handed ace of the staff. And he was the loser in our replay in Game 1 of the series. Tom Seaver will be his opponent. He was the winner in Game 1. So a pair of right-handers going for each team in this game. The winner goes on to face, of course, the 1973 A's, which we will not be doing on my channel, I don't think. And I do hope that you have enjoyed 1973 Mets week and all of the theme weeks that we've done so far. So you can check those out on my channel as well, with probably more to come. If you like them, let me know in the comments. So with all that said, don't forget to check out my Twitter, at Kurt Berglund 14. And I'll put that in the description for this video as well. All right, with all that said as preamble, let's get to today's starting lineups. Reds at the Mets, 1973 NLCS, game number 5. Visiting Reds go back to their lineup against right-handed pitching. Pete Rose leads off in left field. Joe Morgan bats second at second base. Tony Perez bats... I'm sorry, that's not true. Dan Dreesen bats third at third base. Tony Perez bats fourth at first base. Johnny Bench bats fifth. He is doing the catching. Don't have a Ken Griffey card, so Bobby Tolan will play right field and bats sixth. Cesar Geronimo bats seventh and plays center field. Darrell Chaney bats eighth, plays shortstop. And Jack Billingham will be on the mound, batting ninth. For the Mets, leading off, it's Wayne Garrett at third, Felix Meehan at second, Cleon Jones in right field today in place of Staub. Milner moves up to the cleanup spot. He'll play first base. Ed Kranepool takes Cleon Jones' left field spot and bats fifth. Jerry Grody bats sixth behind the plate. Don Hahn bats seventh. He's in center. Bud Harrelson bats eighth. He's at short. And on the mound, and in an effort to win his second game of this series, it's Tom Seaver. And there's his card. Okay, so we're ready to roll. This is Replay Classic Baseball. Rose steps in against Seaver, and here we go. This is a base hit for Pete Rose. He's on to start the game, the hero of Game 4. Now it's Morgan. Morgan takes a pitch. There goes Rose. The throw down from Grody. And Rose scrambles back to first. So Rose will hold at first on the die roll of the 4. So now it's Morgan. Seaver's delivery to Joe Morgan is a see, they're playing halfway. It's grounded to Meon. That is a 3. We add Felix's 2. Meon goes to Harrelson for 1. The relay to Milner is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turn by the Mets. Rose avoids knocking Bud Harrelson into left field on this one, and it's Dreesen. Dan Dreesen with an 18. That is hit to Milner at first. Is he going to make this play? It's a 3. No, it's off his glove into right field. Cleon Jones has to get it, and Dreesen's aboard with a single. Now it's Perez. Seaver the stretch, and the delivery to Tony Perez is ball 4. 2 on, 2 outs now for Bench. Not a good situation for the Mets. Seaver the stretch and the delivery. That's a base hit for Johnny Bench. To center field. Scoring is Dreesen. And going to third is Perez. It's 1-0 Reds in the top of the first inning. Bobby Tolan comes to the plate. Seaver's going to try and stop the bleeding. The stretch and the delivery is a 7 on column 2. That's popped up. Jerry Grody throws away the mask and makes the play for out number 3. But an ugly first inning. The Reds only get 1, but could have been much worse. After a half inning, it's Reds 1, Mets coming to bat. So, here comes Garrett, Meon, and Cleon Jones in inning number 1. Billingham pitched well, but not quite as well as Seaver did in game 1. Garrett's in there now. It's a 41 in column 2 comebacker, gloved by Billingham. He throws to Perez, and there's 1 out. Here's Felix Meon. Popped up, foul territory. Bench throws away the mask, and there's 2 gone. Here's Cleon Jones. 18 in column 1, base hit to left field. Rose charging hard, can't quite get there. Does Pete kick it? He does. Gonna be an extra base for Cleon Jones on the E7 by Rose, who has not been good defensively in the series. Milner with a chance to tie. Billingham checks the runner. The pitch home to the Mets first baseman is a 38 ground ball. Cheney. He's going to go to Perez, and that will end the Mets' first inning. After 1 complete, Reds 1, Mets nothing. Seaver back out for inning number 2. Geronimo, Cheney, and Billingham, the bottom third of the Mets order coming up. Seaver winds and delivers a ball 4. Geronimo's on. Cheney up. I think Sparky would get the runners moving, so we're going to do it. Seaver's delivery. That's a 2 on Seaver's card, plus a 21, so that's a 23. Comebacker. Comebacker gloved by Seaver. He turns and goes to Harrelson for 1, and the relay to Milner is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 1-6-3 double play. Billingham in there against Seaver now, with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Hey, struck him out, and that's going to end the Reds' second with Seaver's first strikeout of the day. After 1.5, it's Reds 1, Mets nothing. It'll be Kranepool, Grody, and Hahn for the Mets. And that is going to be a base hit for Ed Kranepool. Grody comes to the plate. Tempting to have him bunt, not going to do it. Billingham the stretch. The delivery is a 7. The infield at halfway. That's hit to Dreesen. He is a 4, and he gloves it. Goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez, not in time. Kranepool breaks up 2 by knocking Little Joe into left field. Here's Don Hahn with Grody at first. Billingham's delivery is an 18 in column 1. Base hit left field. Rose charging like a madman one more time. He makes this play. And Grody will stop at second. 2 on, 1 out for Harrelson. Chance for the Mets to tie. Or go ahead if Bud can launch an extra base hit. Billingham the stretch and the delivery is a 17. They're halfway. It's hit to Cheney at shortstop. Cheney is a 3. That's a 20. It's off his glove. Everybody's going to be safe. Grody stops at third. Hahn goes to second. Harrelson's got an infield hit. The bases are dripping with Mets, and here comes Tom Seaver. 1 man out. Reds infield at double play depth. Billingham the stretch and the delivery. Seaver's not bunting. They're halfway. It's hit to Cheney at short. He gloves it. He goes to Morgan for 1. Seaver beats the Rap at first. It's a 6-4 force out. Grody scores from third. We're tied at 1. Seaver with an RBI. Hahn moves to third. Harrelson is retired 6-4 on the fielder's choice. 1-1 ball game. Mets at first and third, and now Billingham is a pitch away from getting out of it, but he has surrendered the lead. The pitch is a 7. Popped up. Joe Morgan on the infield dirt, calling and taking, and that will retire the side. But the Mets, on 3 hits, get the tying run. We're tied at 1 after 2. Rose, Morgan, and Dreesen in the Reds' 3rd inning. Rose is 1 for 1. The pitch from Seaver to Pete is hit to Milner. He's going to take it himself for out number 1. Morgan is 0 for 1. The pitch to Joe. Hey, struck him out, and that's 2 for Seaver. 2 gone in the 3rd. Dreesen up. Singled and scored the Reds' run in the 1st. Ground ball. Harrelson gloves it, plants, throws to Milner, and it's a 1-2-3 third for Seaver. After 2.5, we're tied at 1. Billingham out now for inning number 3. Meehan, Jones, and Milner in the cobbled together Mets lineup. The pitch is a pop-up. Foul territory. Joe Morgan. 1 down. Cleon Jones. The pitch from Billingham is a base hit for Jones. He's 2 for 2. Lead run on base. Now it's Milner. John is 0 for 1. The pitch from Billingham is hit to Dreesen at third. Dreesen's a 4. That is an 18. Past him into left field. Base hit. Jones stops at second. 2 Mets on now with 1 out, and Ed Kranepool at the plate. Cranepool singled last inning. Billingham in trouble, and Sparky's on the phone. Sparky is on the phone, and he's not ordering a pizza. Well, maybe he is, but it's Bourbon and McLaughlin, a pair of right-handers throwing in the Reds bullpen. The pitch from Billingham to Cranepool is going to be trouble. This is grounded to Morgan. He goes to Cheney for one, and the relay to Perez is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 turned by the Reds. And after 3, we're tied at 1. Perez, bench, and Tolan coming up in inning number 4 for Cincinnati, or if you're Sparky Anderson, Cincinnati. Perez walked in the first. The pitch from Seaver is ball 4. So Perez gets that leadoff walk that managers despise. Bench up now. Drove in the Reds run in the first. The pitch from Seaver is a 16, and that's going to be trouble. Going to be to right center and off the wall. Perez around second. He is going to be waved. Bench coming around second. He will slide into third with a triple. Perez scores. It's 2-1 Reds. Now it's Tolan. Bobby Tolan at the plate. Seaver the stretch. The delivery is a 2. The infield is in. Ground ball to Milner. Bench will hold. Milner steps on the base, and there's one down. Now it's Geronimo. 2-1 Reds, top of the 4th. Seaver the stretch. The delivery to Cesar Geronimo is a 23 in column 3. Hit deep to center. Don Hahn giving ground. He is under it and makes the catch. Bench is tagging. The throw from Hahn. Not in time. Bench scores on the sacrifice fly by Cesar Geronimo. It's 3-1 Reds. Seaver not having a great day. Cheney up there now, but with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Reds 3, Mets 1. Cheney 0 for 1. The pitch from Seaver. Hey, he struck him out. Tom's disgusted with himself on the mound. The Reds get 2 on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Reds 3, Mets 1. Grody, Hahn, Harrelson, bottom of the 4th. Billingham's pitch to Grody is hit on the ground to Darrell Cheney. He gloves it and throws to Perez for out number 1. Now it's Hahn, 1 for 1 in the game. The pitch from Billingham is an 18. That's hit to Mian. He gloves it. I'm sorry, it hits to Morgan. He gloves it and throws to Perez for 2 gone. And now Harrelson with 2 outs and nobody aboard. The pitch is a 6. Center field not deep. Cesar Geronimo coming on and makes the catch for out number 3. So we go to the 5th. Reds 3, Mets 1. It's Billingham, Rose, and Morgan. 9-1-2 in the Reds' 5th. Seaver winds and delivers to Jack Billingham. Hit in the air to center. Don Hahn is there, 1 down. Pete Rose, 1 for 2. The pitch to Pete. Ground ball, Wayne Garrett gloves it to his left. Plants and throws to Milner for 2 down. Now it's Morgan. Joe is 0 for 2. The pitch to Joe is a 10. And that is hit to Harrelson. And Bud will boot it. It's booted by Harrelson. And he's 6. And Morgan is safe on first. Dreesen takes the first pitch. Dreesen takes the first pitch. And Morgan holds. Seaver's next pitch is a 16 in column 3, and it's launched to center and deep. Off the top of the wall. Look at Morgan flying around the bases. He is going to score. Dreesen with a triple. And it's 4-1 Reds. Seaver in trouble. That is not an earned run, so we don't flip his card, but Perez is at the plate. 22, column 3, hit deep to right. Under it is Cleon Jones, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds had a run on 1 hit. It's unearned thanks to the Harrelson error. We were halfway through this one. It's Reds 4, Mets 1. Seaver due up. And they're going to the bench because, yeah, they just are. So it's going to be Ron Hodges to pinch hit. Hodges will pinch hit for Seaver. Seaver's day is done after 5 innings. Seaver allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 3. He struck out 3. Allowed 4 runs, 3 of them earned. We go to Hodges leading off the bottom of the 5th. The Mets need 3 to tie, 4 to lead it. Billingham winds and delivers. This is hit on the ground to Darrell Chaney. He throws to Perez, and there's 1 out. Garrett up now, 0 for 2. The pitch to Wayne Garrett. Popped up. Johnny Bench under it. Throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Mian, 0 for 2. It is an 8, and that's a base hit for Felix. Cleon Jones up. 2 for 2 for Cleon. 16, 18, trouble for... No, it's caught by Tolan. Nice running catch by Bobby Tolan after 5 complete. Reds 4, Mets 1. New pitcher coming for the Mets. And they're going to Harry Parker, who will bat in the 9 spot. Excuse me. Parker did a little bit of everything in the 1973 season for the New York Mets. And his job today is to hold them right where they're, hold the Reds where they're at. Bench is 2 for 2. Parker, a right-hander. The pitch from Parker to Bench is a comebacker. Gloved by Harry. He takes a couple steps toward Milner, and there's 1 out. Tolan 0 for 2. 19 in column 2. That's hit in the air to right. Cleon Jones is there for out number 2. And now Cesar Geronimo. No official at bats. 27. Base hit. Is Jones going to fumble it? Is Jones going to fumble it? Yes, he is. That's going to be an E9 as Geronimo heads to second. And Chaney comes to the plate. 0 for 2 for Cheney. Parker's pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. That'll end the Reds' 6th. After 5.5, Reds 4, Mets 1. Billingham is throwing has scattered 6 hits in 5 innings. Milner, Cranepool, Grody, lefty, lefty, righty for the Mets in the 6th. Milner 1 for 2. The pitch is a 14-3 line drive caught by Dreesen. Nice play by the youngster. 1 gone in the 6th. Cranepool 1 for 2. Pitch from Billingham. Hey, struck him out. That's Jack's first K on the day. And Grody with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Billingham's delivery is a 15 in column 2, and that's a base hit with 2 outs for the Mets catcher. Don Hahn coming to the plate. Billingham the stretch. The delivery. Hey, struck him out. Billingham's got the sinker going. And after 6 complete, Reds 4, Mets 1. 9-1-2 coming for Cincinnati in the 7th. Getting late. Billingham 0 for 2. The pitch from Parker popped up. Felix Mian drifting into foul territory makes the catch for out number 1. Now it's Rose. Pete's 1 for 3. This is hit to Mian, and it's off his glove. Pete's got a 1-out reach on an error, and now it's Morgan. Throwing in the bullpen are Sadecki and McGraw. Pair of lefties. Morgan up, 0 for 3. The pitch from Parker is a base hit. Base hit on a 6-8 to left field. Drops in front of Cranepool. Rose is going to go to third. There's Reds at the corners. Dreesen comes up. First and third, 1 man out. Infield has to come in. Parker stays in. The pitch popped up. Foul territory. Jerry Grody, 2 down. Perez now. This could be a kill shot. 0 for 1 for Perez. The pitch. Ground ball comebacker. Gloved by Parker before it could get by him and get up the middle. He turns and throws to Milner, and that'll retire the side. Parker fatigued, but we're still okay. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch them out in New York with your score. Reds 4, Mets 1. NLCS Game 5. This is it, baby. Bottom of the 7th, Harrelson, a pinch hitter, and Garrett 8-9-1 against Billingham. He hasn't been flawless, but he's been good enough. The pitch to Harrelson is popped up. Under it is Morgan with 1 out. All right, that's going to do it for Parker. So we're going to get a pinch hitter here for Harry. He went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 1. Did his job. Pinch hitting now for the Mets will be Ken Boswell. With 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, Mets down by 3. Boswell in there against Billingham. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. The pitch is, oh boy, it's grounded to Morgan. He throws to Perez, and there's 2 outs. And Garrett with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, 0 for 3 for Wayne today, and that is hit. 33, right field, coming on is Tolan for the catch. Retires the Mets in the 7th. We go to the 8th. They're going to go to McGraw to pitch the 8th. He will bat in the 9 spot. It'll be Bench, Tolan, and Geronimo coming up for the Reds against Tug. Bench is 2 for 3. The pitch from McGraw is a ground ball Meon. He throws to Milner, and there's 1 out. Now it's Tolan. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bobby's 0 for 3. This is hit to right and deep. Cleon Jones back and gone for the Reds. That makes it 5-1. A home run for Bobby Tolan off Tug McGraw. And it's 5-1 Reds. And they're starting to think about a rematch of the 1972 World Series. Here's Geronimo, 1 for 1. Seaver, 27, base hit. Bad day for Tug to not have it. Cheney up, 0 for 3. The pitch from Tug McGraw to Darrell Cheney is a extra base hit inside the right field line. Cleon's got to go run it down. And that will score Geronimo all the way from first base. It's 6-1 Reds. And Billingham is going to bat with Cheney at second base. McGraw, the stretch, and the delivery to Jack is a 39 in column 6. And hey, struck him out. 2 gone now in the Reds' 8th. Rose up, 1 for 4. The pitch to Pete is hit to Garrett. I gotta look Garrett's range up. He's a 3. He makes the play to first, and they get Pete by a step. So the Reds get 2 on 3 hits, extend the lead to 6-1, and keep Jack Billingham in the game. It'll be Meon, Jones, and Milner coming up in the Mets' 8th. So we flip Billingham's card to his B numbers, and we get action in the Reds' bullpen. It's going to be Bourbon and Hall. Bourbon was up before. Tom Hall, the Blade, is up for the first time. Lefty-righty double-barrel action just the way I like it. And Meon, Jones, and Milner, 2, 3, 4 in the Mets' 8th. The pitch to Felix is a 25. That's hit to first. That's Perez. I believe he is a 3. He is a 2. And Meon drops down a bunt. And Perez is just going to put it in his pocket. And Felix is on with a base hit, so that's a start. Yogi Berra clapping in the dugout. Nobody knows why. Cleon Jones is up, hitting third today, 2 for 3. They miss Rusty Staub. The pitch from Billingham is a 5, and that is hit on the ground to Cheney. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Cheney goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez is not in time. Jones beats the rap at first. 1 down in the 8th. Reds are 5 outs away from the World Series. Milner, 1 for 3. The pitch from Billingham is a ground ball to Cheney. He goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez is not in time. Milner beats the wrap, but there's 2 outs now. And Cranepool 1 for 3. The pitch from Billingham is a ground ball. Cheney goes to Morgan and retires the Mets in the 8th. After 8 complete, Reds 6, Mets 1. Tug McGraw back out for the top of the 9th. He'll face Morgan, Dreesen, and Perez, lefty, lefty, righty. Morgan is 1 for 4. Pitch to Joe is to center and deep. Back goes Don Hahn, and it's World Series time for the Reds. 7-1. Cincinnati with Dreesen coming up. 12. Base hit left field. Sadecki throwing in a hurry in the Mets dugout. He is joined by Buzz Capra. We got to flip McGraw's card. He's looking for a double play ball. Yogi doesn't want to take him out. The pitch, 34, column 3. Double to left. Over Cranepool's head. Gonna one-hop the wall, and Dreesen will score. Here comes Yogi. He's got the hook with him, and it's gonna be Buzz Capra. Eight to 1, Reds, and Capra coming on. Sadecki still throwing in the bullpen. Righty-righty matchup now against Bench. Who is 2 for 4. Pitch to Bench, 37, column 1. Ground ball, Mian. He throws to Milner, and that'll retire Bench. The infield moves in. Tolan up. Here comes Yogi. He wants Sadecki, so it's going to be the left-hander to face Tolan. And likely Geronimo. The infield moves in for the Mets. Stays in for the Mets. Pitch to Tolan, who homered last inning. He's 1 for 4. This is grounded to Harrelson. Bud is going to come home with it to Grody, and he will apply the tag to Perez. 2 outs as Tolan is safe at first, and now Geronimo. 8-1 Reds, the top of the 9th. The pitch from Sadecki. Hey, struck him out. But the Reds add 2 on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati 8, New York 1, and Billingham is on to try and finish it. Clay Carroll and Tom Hall are in the Reds bullpen. Grody, Hahn, and Harrelson, 6, 7, 8. The pitch to Jerry Grody. 39 in column 1 is grounded to Daryl Cheney. He's up with it and throws to Perez for out number 1. Don Hahn, 1 for 3. Ground ball hit to Daryl Cheney. He throws to Perez. 2 gone in the Mets 9th, and it's last chance saloon for Bud Harrelson. 1 for 3. Pitch to Bud is grounded to Daryl Cheney. He's going to tie a record held by many. He throws to Perez, and that ends the NLCS. The Reds storming the field, and that will do it. Let's give you the totals for the victorious National League champion Cincinnati Reds. 8 runs, 12 hits, 13 hits, and they committed no errors. The Mets, 1 run, 8 hits scattered by Jack Billingham in a route-going performance. I lied. The Reds did make one error. See if the Mets made any. They made 1, 2 errors, 3 errors. Winning pitchers Jack Billingham, losing pitcher Tom Seaver. Thank you for being a part of 73 Mets Week. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. This was fun stuff for me as well. And don't forget to come on back, click like, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for being with me. So long, everybody.